Hello, DIY woodworker here again. Just a quick video to accomplish a couple of tasks. One is to test this camera that I borrowed from my daughter. My camera, I don't know if you noticed on my last video, it seemed to be, the lens aperture seemed to be opening and closing on it, to get light and dark on it. And I think we have a little problem with that camera, so we're sending it back to Canon. And in the meantime, she had the same camera, and she's loaned it to me because it's an extra camera. So I'm going to be using it to shoot videos to that camera that we sent back returns or whatever happens with it. What I've done today is I finished up the other day off camera. I sanded down and cleaned up these doors from a cabinet. And today I re-primered a resprayed primer on them using my new high volume, low pressure spray gun, gravity feed spray gun. And I have sprayed them, got them, they're looking pretty good. They're not perfect. For some reason, all this plywood I built, when I cut these doors out of the plywood, I must have picked the worst sheet I had for voids and stuff. Small though they were, there were some, and it's not going to be the smoothest finish. It's plywood after all, but I've got a good coat of primer on it. It's drying, and the next thing to do is to shoot my color coat of a white latex that I've got that I'm going to color coat, and I'll spray the doors, and then of course the cabinet behind me I'll spray it. Once that's done, all that's left to do is hang it on the wall and mount the doors. So that'll be coming soon. You can see my cabinets over here. The next thing I wanted to mention, y'all notice I've been using a couple of lamp stands here for extra light in the garage. I've got one overhead fluorescent now that I put up, but it wasn't enough light for shooting these small videos with. So what I've done is I went to our local Lowe's and bought 3 more 2-bulb fluorescent lamps. So I'm going to put one up over here parallel to this one. Then over the garage door I'll mount 2 more back here, one over here and one over here, so when the garage door is down, I should have more than sufficient light for filming and any other purpose that I want. And we want to try and rig those up so when I'm out here and I'm not shooting a video, I can only just turn one of the 3 lights on, because I don't need all 4 of them on unless I'm shooting video. But that's my plan, and the wife will be glad to get her indoor lampshades back in the house where they belong, as I've been told. So just thought I'd mention that for you. These are pretty well dried up. This latex primer, or this Kills primer, seems to dry pretty fast. And there's the front side. There's one of the spots I was talking about in the plywood. There's not much I can do about it. A little roughness down here. Not really anything I can do about that. I sanded and sanded on it, but it didn't, unless I just sand that whole layer of ply off, it's going to be there. But again, as I keep telling myself, these are garage cabinets. These are doors for a garage cabinet, so they don't have to look that pretty. I'd like them to look nice. Anyone comes sees my work, I'd like them to say, well, you did a good job. But you can only do so much with plywood. This sheet here, you can't see it, I'm sure in the video, but there was a big void here, and I put wood filler in there and filled that in and sanded it down. And then there was another, you can't even see it now, but there was another big chunk of ply missing that I filled in with the wood filler, sanded it down. But they're looking all right. It's coming along. I know this is taking longer than it should have, but I can only work so much at a time, and then I got to sit down and rest. Plus we had that spell of bad weather. We had a good 12, 13, 14 days where I couldn't even come out here and work because it was just, the weather was just, well, for me it was too cold. So, and then after it warmed up, we had 3 or 4 days of rain back to back nonstop, and can't paint in the rain, you know that. So anyhow, we had a real nice day yesterday, and today's a lot better. So I thought I'd get out here and finish spraying these doors again, which they sprayed and they've dried pretty much already. So I got to make a little errand here in about an hour. When I get back from that, we'll be spraying color coat and or hanging lamps. I think I'll probably hang the fluorescent lights first, and then we'll worry about the color coat. But just wanted to make a short video to let you know that we're still working. It's coming along, it's getting there, and mainly video not only to update you what I'm doing, but to test this camera, see if it fluctuates the same as mine did, which I don't think it will, but we'll find out as soon as I play it back. So for now, that's all I have. I thank you again for watching. If you hope you're learning something, hope I'm able to share some of the limited knowledge I have about painting and woodwork and things in general. But we're getting it done. So for now, that's all. I will talk to you again soon. For now, this is the DIY Woodworker. Y'all have a real nice day.